It is the fact. But you don't remember you're there. So sometimes somebody has to remind you that you are there. It's within. The kingdom of heaven is within. You are there, you're holding it. Just stay there, enter there, live there. When we live there, all these kinds of pettiness, competition, jealousy, big avarice, all these things will subside. In our you imagine such a world. At least one person changes in this way, his surroundings will change. If we don't change and we go on accusing the rulers and other people, all the rest of the people in the world are creating the trouble. That's what we feel. But we are not changing. We have the responsibility to change. And if you change, certainly there will be a great time. So you are the custodian of your calmness. You are the custodian of your heaven. You are the custodian of your deep tranquility and calmness and custodian of love. There is a possibility. This is what all the masters have said always. From time immemorial, they were saying this. And we forget and we live in whatever ways we want, and then the sorrow will be following us always. So we need to look. Really, we need to look where we are. What is the cause of my trouble? Whoever looked internally to see who am I, where am I staying, and they all have realized, and they became the greatest teachers of the world. And if you don't do it, it's not for fame or money or for position, but for inner calmness and experiencing the innocence that we have brought with us when we were born in this world. The small infants, when they are entering into this world, they are completely free actually. Then slowly getting information from the world, and you can see the wonder in their world. They look and they are really seeing the wonder of this world. Long time looking and seeing every little thing that comes before them. Looking at the world and gathering information. And then the social conditioning. People around us, they train you. This is good, this is not good. After some time, when you really laugh, the society says it's wrong. You can smile, but not laughter. They were conditioned in this way. Right and wrong, they have fixed. We try to follow the right and wrong. And then we suffer. Those who trained, they have no responsibility. So that is why we have to take the responsibility to sit somewhere quietly, look inside. That means look at your thought, relax yourself, look into your thought, see what the mind is doing. So naturally when you start to look, you become the witness. Witness is unaffected. Mind is involved. Witness is here only. And that needs to be looked. This is very much possible to get there, but to keep it up is difficult. To get into the state of yoga or the state of calmness is not difficult at all. Anybody, close the eyes, look at your mind, go on watching without analysis and synthesis, without making any judgment. Simply you watch your mind will settle immediately. It may take some little time, or it may require some practice. Mind will settle. When the mind is settled, you are in a very calm state. Then you get back into the normal plan. When you are getting back into the normal plan, certainly you are recharging your system because you are in absolute rest. You recharge your system by giving quality rest to your system. And then when you are looking with the trust to the world outside, you will not be agitated at all. Now we have agitation for every little thing. It's not our problem. We have a possibility, but we are opting for a different possibility. This is what we do. So something else has to be done. And then introspection is very, very important. Looking into ourselves and ask the question, which is a very ancient question, which is, everybody knows that question, who am I? Who am I? It's a basic question. That is what we wanted to know. When you ask the question, you will see who you are. If you don't ask that question, certainly you will not know. Then somebody points out this to you, you get very puzzled and troubled. Because you may feel that somebody is accusing you for something. It's not accusation, it is showing you where you are. The whole world constantly show you where you are and who you are. When somebody shows this, you get agitated, you get restless, and you start to feel the other one is subjugating you, or the other one is an enemy to you. There's no enemy. Everybody is showing something which is not settled in our system. So everybody who is pointing out something is a master who shows you the unsettled part of your mind. It's a change of perspective. People who are quarreling with us are actually pointing out the unsettled part of our mind. And if you look in that perspective, you understand, then you can change. But if you are defensive, certainly you will not be able to change, or you may not have any intention to change yourself. A great possibility is there. And this we have to look deeply within ourselves. Don't feel bad and sad, because we see many things and we have seen. Now from there we can go. Not by solving issues, but by going into an area where there is no issues. You are not going to solve issues after issues. You cannot, because it's so much issues. But you can find a place where there is no issues. And you go there and rest. That is the gift that masters have given to us. That you look into your mind, you get into the silence of the mind. That is a place where there is nothing touches you, because there is nothing. You rest there. Then refinement takes place. Otherwise, you'll be constantly in a defensive mode, or maybe in aggressive mode or offensive mode. And world will be felt as something which is actually ready to fight with you all the time. It's not. Your perspective will change. So there is ample possibilities here for transformation, to become better, to become affectionate, loving, compassionate, empathetic, generous. All these possibilities are there. There is a lot of negativity in this world. So to counterbalance that, the nature is looking for its own children to actually get into this field of deeper knowing, so that the nature can survive. So you do very little, the nature really pushes you to its higher realms in no time, because it's the need of the nature and not your need. But if you are very stubborn and very tight and not ready to open, then who can help you? There is highly sensitive, getting sensitive for every little suggestion the world is showing to you. All the rest of the beings who are there around you, the nature, people, animals, plants, all have this tremendous knowledge hidden in it. And if we develop an eye to see that, teaching comes to us continuously. Confidence and teachings come from every little thing which is surrounding us. But we need to have an eye to see this. And it is very magnanimous and very merciful and very caring, very affectionate, very loving, very giving, very generous. That's the nature of the nature. And if you are very stubborn, then it's very difficult. So, need to ask the question, who am I? Where am I staying now? We will see. Don't feel dejected by what you are seeing, because you know where to get into. The simple thing is, close your eyes, look at your mind, see your thoughts, see beyond the thoughts. There is nothing, stay there. Solution is there. The other solution which we feel is a solution is to go and fight. Argue, fight, destroy. We are seeing. Nothing we can say now. The whole world is in a big mess. Ruthless. Human mind has become so ruthless. But the incredible possibility is still there in every mind that we need to explore, especially at this crisis period of the world. There is a great possibility. So my advice is just to take a little time, and we have time. If we need 15-20 minutes, that time is available. Sit somewhere, relax yourself, relax your body, look at your breath, see the gap of the breath, the metabolic activity slow down, so you get more rest. Then with the rest you look into your mind, see your thoughts, see the gap between thoughts, you rest there, you are in the kingdom of heaven. Because the speciality of the idea of heaven is a place where there is love flourishes. Nothing else. If we take some other option, then it is there, but we will never see. That's why the responsibility is with us. And we have this possibility, big possibility. The intelligence is so gracious that it endowed us with everything for our liberation, for our freedom, for celebration of life, by being in the field of love. Field of love is nothing other than the stillness that is there deep inside yourself. And when you are there, as you are so free, nothing is there in your mind. That in your periphery, there is a movement happens that will be felt as your own movement. So now you are not an individual, isolated individual, you are part of the nature. When you feel yourself as nature, there is a harmony and there is a celebration, and that celebration is the celebration of love. So it's there, always there. We need to work on it. Take time every day, morning, evening. And whenever your belly is free, sit and watch for our own transformation. Otherwise, it's difficult, very difficult. Time is running, and if you don't realize, what can we do? Anger, competition, feeling ridiculed all the time, suspicious of the nature. Well, somebody is coming to hurt me, so I should be defensive. See, this is the world. We create another world, but there is a possibility for a peaceful living. So that's why ask the question, who am I? And look. Don't go for rational analysis, just simply look. The answer will come from the empty space. If you put your rational mind into operation, it will pick and choose things which are there around us, and it synthesizes something, and it will show you this is right, this is wrong. This is the normal system which we follow. When we follow this, what happens is, when you can do something righteous, or the world is behaving in a way that you experience righteous action, certainly you feel happy. And you will see with the same eye in the next moment some unrighteous things going on. So you'll be very sad and bad. So that is why the mastery needs to be established in your observation. That's a possibility, so don't lose hope. There is a great, tremendous possibility. The intelligence has given us, blessed us with all these things. Just take a little time, sit somewhere, look into your mind, look into in the thoughts, look into the gap between thoughts, rest in the gap. And our quality of life will change. Otherwise, we will remain the same. And if this person is okay for you, you don't need to change. If the person as you are is not okay, then you need to change. For that, we need to ask the question, who am I? This is very important. Start asking, start looking, entering into this special domain, which is a very normal domain, and stay there. This is the essential teaching which is possible.